Hey everybody, it is 1:52 boat time, so that's what, 9:52 Central Time. It's Sunday morning here, Saturday night there. Hope everyone's having a great time. Look at that moon behind me. I'm sitting out in the cockpit. We've been sailing along just beautifully since I made my video last night. I had the big sails out during the day today and really picked up some ground, made some good time. We got a smaller sail plan for night just to make it easier to handle if something goes wrong or if a storm comes up. But we're still moving along at a speed that we would have considered flying in the old Beneteau. And now we just take it as a moderately good sail. But everything going well. We had a bit of commotion a little while ago. And so a flying fish soared up through the ocean, really caught some good air, and out of all the millions of square miles of ocean, he just happened to fall into the 1 square foot that is the hatch right over the bed in the master cabin. So he's a pretty good sized flying fish, landed in bed where Heather and Vanya were asleep and started flopping around. So that hilarious to me. I threw him back overboard. He was still pretty feisty, so I'm sure he's out there swimming to be dolphin food some other day. Tonight, I think I'm going to take you into the technical room that I'm sitting on right now. So give me just a second, and I'll start a new perspective and start talking you through that. Okay, I'm standing back at the wheel looking at the port side of the cockpit. And under this seat where Rosie's sitting now, in most sailboats of this size, you'd have a cabin under there. If you look, like from Rosie all the way to the edge, you'd cram a narrow little bed in there, and then in front of the bed put some lockers, some shelving, and call it a cabin. It wouldn't be comfortable, but it's a place where people can sleep. Pegasus didn't do that at all with this space under these cockpit seats. So I'm going to open this up. What we've got are what we call the technical rooms. So this obviously is the port side technical room. Sorry about all the camera work there. This is amateur hour, as you know. And we're going to climb down in there. There's a little seat. So here we go. And I get down in here, and there's a light switch, and hey, it's storage. Here's hoses. We got line, life jackets, more line. Back there I see the mosquito sprayer. Here's masks and snorkels, that sort of thing. None of this is very interesting. Let's talk about how boat stuff works in here. This bag of courtesy flags. Flag etiquette would be a good topic one night we could talk about. Okay, what's going on down here? Here. Right here we've got, this opens up right into the sea. So seawater's coming in here. This is a big valve, so obviously if you've got a big opening to the sea, you might want to turn that off sometimes. So turn that off. You can also turn off here. We'll look where that goes, and here. So seawater comes in. This branch goes to the water maker. We talked about that the other night. We'll look at that again in a second. This branch, actually that goes to the water maker. Nope, I'm wrong. This one goes to the water maker. This goes up into the rest of the boat. So there are a few places in the boat where seawater we have access to. Both toilets inside flush with seawater. You don't want to be conserving water there. So when you flush, you pump everything through and out with seawater. We'll talk about that another night too. This branch goes to the water maker. I guess that's a little filter split. Goes up. This is the pump that pushes through to the toilet and the sink. The water maker stuff goes up here. So we've got these filters. We've got these hoses back here in the corner. I don't know what else is going on back there. And then this little, this huge machine here are all the different components of the water maker. So everything that happens to turn our seawater into fresh drinking water is going on here. I still haven't broken out that manual. I don't know what all this stuff does. I don't know how it works. black magic, like I said the other night. So that's where it is, though. Back here, we've got just some electrical connectors. That's some sort of air pump. I don't know what's going on there yet. It's ventilation back here. This opens up for access to the engine, the alternators on this side. We can look. It's lit in there. Okay, right behind this little door, we've got these two water strainers. So the engine and the generator both bring salt water in from the ocean and send that through the cooling system, spit it back out hotter to help cool those engines. These are little filters that the seawater goes through first to catch grass and dirt and that kind of thing. On the old boat, we had Kolya cleaning this out just almost every time before we started the generator because our water's dirty and they get clogged up fast. These are staying pretty clean. I'm not going to open them right now, but they're staying clean in the middle of the ocean in the Mediterranean where the water's deep and we don't have just a whole lot of crap floating around in there compared to at home. All right, that's the cockpit up above me. Nobody wants to see an old man try to climb out of a hatch. It's old and painful. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.